Welcome back to LiltXL Speaks. Today I want to speak on the never-ending movie. And the never-ending movie, I don't know, a lot of people probably have seen it before. It's life. Life is the never-ending movie. And why I say that is because when we're living life, and everything that we're actually doing is we're calling towards us, like we're pulling into reality. So when you think of that, you're literally pulling everything that you want to experience, everything that you want to go through, everything that some things that you don't even want to happen, you can still pull it towards yourself by trying to push it away from you. And that comes from us living under the rules of duality. It has to be a good, it has to be a bad over here. It has to be a left, it has to be a right, it has to be a up, it has to be a down, it has to be to everything. And that's the laws of duality. But if you ever try looking at it at a different way, under the one, the everything, looking at it as the one, your perspective and the way that you go about doing your daily activities will change just because of you knowing this fact. Sorry for the silence. But yeah, like I said, just by you knowing this fact, your life can change. And when I say I love you, I really do mean it. I really do mean it, because I want to cut through this whole entire fake movie scene. Like when you're watching a movie, there's a beginning, there's a middle, and an end. And if life is a movie, we're a character, and while the movie's playing, if you're inside the character that was made up, you can't control how long it is until you get to the middle or until you get to the end. You can't even figure out where it starts at if you are the character, But once you really step back and you realize that you're the director of the movie, you're the screenwriter, like you're the playwriter, the scripter, then things get a little bit more fun, a little bit more understanding. Like, I wanted people growing up with things, like I wanted people to accept what I was saying, and even though maybe we didn't have the same life experiences or anything, I wanted them to accept what I was saying and then apply it to their own life and see how it applies to them. And when I was doing that, the way I was doing it back then was kind of messed up, because I came off in a wrong way that I shouldn't have. I came off like, I know this, and hey, what you're doing is wrong. You need to change. Listen to what I'm saying, And when I was inside that character, everything I was trying to do in the movie, it felt so real, and like everything I was trying to do, and I was trying to help people, is like, cause like I know the director, It's like, I know the director, I know the screenwriter. Man, just listen to me. I can tell you what's really going on. Here's how the end is, the middle, the beginning. But if someone else in that movie is in their character, there's no way that they'd be able to mesh, you know? So, how, I guess the only way for you to, all you can do is share yourself, share what you've learned, and share your life experiences. And maybe by you telling some events that happened to you, it would process in the other someone else's mind who feels like they are that character, you know, because and honestly, you aren't your name. Like, we didn't pick our names. You didn't pick, like, whatever you thought of yourself to be. It was like we mistakenly took on a false identity. And by the time you actually realize that, it's like, oh crap, you know, so much time has passed. It's like, what the heck now, you know? And it's really like, I think it's amazing because once you step back out of the character mode, like I was saying, I stepped out of Martinez, this person, this young black kid that, this black kid that I was born, and then I was supposed to, you know, do certain type of things, you know, like a certain type of things, hang out with a certain type of group of people. There were certain foods that I was automatically supposed to like Kool-Aid, chicken, you know, just a whole bunch of things that I just had to accept, you know, and I just said, okay, this is me because this is what they said is me, you know. And that's for all, you know, all races too. All races have that. All races have things that people automatically stereotype and judge them. And it's just crazy how we could even do that because there's so many people. It's like you can't say that one particular race, the whole entire race, anybody that has a drop of this inside of them, they are going to be this way. And that's so wrong. Like, that's not real at all because I know there's so many people that, like, there's black people that don't like chicken, you know, like there's Asian people that don't like rice, you know, there's white people that aren't racist, you know, there's Mexican people that's not illegal, you feel me? All this stuff is just some crazy, like, the stereotypical stuff. And whenever you jump back in that character mode is when you jump back into the never ending movie. Like, this whole video is a part of your never ending movie. This video is an illusion. Like, you're not really learning anything. Only thing is you're just remembering. It's like you're just remembering the truth, and you can choose to just go back into the character mode, or you can finally step out and look at the character, and you can turn the character into something greater than what the movie was already planned out to be, or was told that it was going to be. You are very powerful. Love is very powerful. Um, you're very unique, and I just would like to hear, you know, what goes on in your mind, you know, or like what are some things that you love to do, or what are some things that you talk about? How does life feel to you? Because I know to me it just feels like there's a lot of things that are unanswered, and there's no way that we'll find every single answer. Well, I can't even say that because it feels like when you tap into the creator, when you tap into the source energy, like the source energy of everything that's ever existed, when you tap into that absolute intelligence, it's like all the knowledge of all things come inside of you because you fall back into that state of where you were before you begin to think you were that character, you know. So and it's like a a silence. It's a silence that you hear, and your mind is just so quiet, and everything's peaceful. Everything will just be peaceful, and you can see your ego wants to pull you back. Even at a state of peace, your ego and your mind, it wants to pull you back to normal stuff. It wants to pull you back away from this state, and it's like, why can't I just quiet my mind out, be peaceful, and chill? It's because the world wants us to stay in this movie all the way until the end, you know. And if you don't make your own ending, that means you weren't the director, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna probably just be a part of another movie in a next, you know, lifetime or a next whatever comes out. So it's like, be the director and the creator of your movie, because remember I said this is the never-ending movie until you're ready to end it. And it can end right now, at this very moment. If you decide to end it, it can end right now at this very moment. And that is, this moment right now is the moment where all things will be brought to you. All answers, all everything. Because you are accepting the invitation from God in manifest form, speaking words through one of his creations with these vibrations that we agreed on to know what it is, but really it's just an energy that we're sending off to each other. And like, this energy is something that you've been missing for a long time, and it's because we separated, like I said, we separated from the source creator. So once we get back, once you get out of your character, your name, or whatever you think, or whoever you thought you were, once you get out of that and you surrender to life and just like, I want to be a part of the entire creation and just be a piece of it and work completely in sync with God's will and what he wants me to do with this vehicle that I was given. You know, I want to be an open vessel for the source of all things to use me and help my brothers and sisters build a place where it will work for the better of all humanity. And that would be the most beautiful thing ever in one of my dreams. And that's why I talk about it, because I know it's going to come. But right now, it has to go through this phase where all that old stuff is going to have to disappear. Like that, it's not going to just disappear. It's going to be pretty, I say, it'd be pretty graphic once the stuff ends, because it's going to have to destroy the it has to destroy the arrogance of the people, of the human beings. It has to destroy that. And once it realizes everything it believes in is not real, then the real life will start. And it'll be a journey from there. And you know, the journey is great all the way from there. And you know that you're a beautiful divine being created to see this message and hear these words. And now it is your free will, your God-given free will, to choose what you want to do with this message that you wanted to hear because you called it to you, and now you do what you want with it. And it's LiltXL Speaks. You guys have a great day.